Okay, I am here with my buddy Joe Toulon, and today we're talking about the Odyssey 11. So obviously with the popularity of the 2-ball 10, did very well. Yep. What do we have here, Joe?
This one goes to 11.
Welcome to the world of Wunder. Let the games begin. Oh, this thing's awesome. It's actually a lot of fun to hit. This is Mr. Phil Mickelson. Phil, it's nice to meet you. I know a lot about your bag. How much do you know about your own?
Not as much as you.
Hey, that's a good reason to put an iron in your bag.
There's so much that goes into adjusting a golf club.
You see that? All right, we're back in the lab. I got Joe here. We're going to hit some putts with the 11. We're going to find out what he meant by the we added one thing. So first stop, Joe, the look of this thing.
Yeah, so
it's unique.
What we try to do with this one, where the 2-ball 10, we kind of took the overall shape of the number 10. This one we wanted to take a little bit more design inspiration from the number 7, which is a putter that, you know, Odyssey is very well known for. So we took a lot of those kind of lines and angles of it and kind of brought it into this slightly bigger footprint, a little bit more forgiving, and just kind of a sleeker look.
So the one thing we talk about a lot, you talk about, you know, CG. Yes. 2-ball 10 had a CG that went way back that way.
Correct.
And this one's got a little bit more forward CG, so explain why.
Yeah, so, you know, the 2-ball 10 was very good for a lot of golfers. There were some golfers, though, that didn't have as much success with it. And we started to kind of dig into why that may have been. And we started looking at the CG location of it. So the 2-ball 10, very forgiving, but the CG was really far back, so far away from the face. So for those players who maybe rotated a little bit more than some, they had no problem rotating it open, but to get it back to square, they had to work so hard to get that toe to kind of turn around and get back to square at impact. So those players actually started to miss putts a little bit more to the right.
Okay.
So what we wanted to do with this is kind of take the same sort of size of it, but bring that CG a little bit closer to the face without really messing with the MOI, which we were able to do. Okay. So this one, we'll want to swing a little bit easier and kind of get back to square at impact for those players who maybe struggle a little bit more with the 2-ball 10.
Got the White Hot OG insert.
Yep. A couple different hosels that we can do on that. We'll have a double bend, face balance. This one, you got the S-neck here to give it a little bit more rotation.
Okay, so this is my question. So you went through this a little bit with Rahm over the course. He was in a 2-ball 10 to start the season. The CG thing came into play for him, why he switched to the Rossi. So this is theoretically a middle ground between where he was and where he is now, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the Rossi had a little bit more forward CG, a little bit more than this, and for him, he liked to rotate the face. So he's a field player. That worked for him. He squared that up nicely, and that's what worked for him. But obviously, there are a lot of different ways that people can putt, and we got a lot of options for them, and this is a great one.
This is a great middle ground. Yep. I really like to feel this thing. Obviously, you have the White Hot OG face. I think the Odyssey 11 is going to fit into that middle ground player that, you know, that likes the 2-ball 10 but didn't quite square it up. This is a nice middle ground for them. Odyssey Stroke Lab shaft, as you can see. I want to thank Joe Toulon for walking us through this thing. If you have any questions, go to odysseygolf.com. Odyssey 11, that's a wrap.